Brendan Fraser had a quick rise, a fall that was not his fault, and, in the last couple of years, has risen again like a phoenix. Fraser had a quick breakthrough unlike many others. His first film was Dogfight in 1991 when he was 23, but 1992 saw the release of Encino Man, which was a critical bomb but a box office hit. Encino Man also had Ke Huy Quan, a nice coincidence that we'll talk about near the end. Fraser had a half-decade of duds after Encino Man. None of the films between 1992 and 1997 did well at the box office, and most of them didn't do well with critics either. But, as is so often the case, you really only need one win to keep things going for a while. His next win was in 1997's George of the Jungle, which is an adaptation of a spoof of Tarzan. Made on a budget of $55 million, the movie made close to $175 million at the box office and did alright with critics. He followed it with 1998's Gods and Monsters, a period drama that fictionalizes the last days of horror director James Whale. The movie flopped commercially but won universal acclaim from critics. And then in 1999 we got The Mummy. Despite mixed reviews, the movie was a hit with people and made $416 million on a budget of $80 million. Brendan Fraser was money and had a franchise on his hands. 2001's The Mummy Returns was a similar hit, though he did have a few more flops between the two tentpoles and after. In 2004 he was in Crash, which won Best Picture at the Academy Awards. And things kept going like this for a while, some good, some bad. Fraser kept consistently acting between his start in 1991 and 2014, and then he went silent for 5 years. Nary a peep was heard. Trouble and tension had been building up behind the scenes as early as 2003. That year, he was sexually assaulted by Philip Burke, the then president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which is the organization that runs the Golden Globes. Like so many others, he was unable to speak because of the humiliation it might bring, as well as potentially damaging his career. A few years later, he went through an acrimonious divorce that required him to pay $50,000 a month in alimony for 10 years, as well as $25,000 per month in child support. In 2011, Fraser petitioned the court to get the alimony reduced. They refused. By 2008, he had also undergone several surgeries because of the stunts his movies required him to perform. In his own words, quote, "By the time I did the third mummy picture in China, I was put together with tape and ice," end quote. He continues, quote, "I needed a laminectomy, and the lumbar didn't take, so they had to do it again a year later," end quote. Add to that a partial knee replacement, more back surgeries, and even vocal cord surgery, and Fraser was in and out of hospitals for 7 years. And to top it all off, his mother died in 2016. Physical pain from his health conditions, financial pain from not getting his roles and having to pay close to $1 million a year in alimony and child support, emotional and mental pain from the assault and from losing his mother. It's enough to break down anyone. Fraser became depressed. After 2014's The Nut Job, he had no films released until 2019. He continued doing some TV work, though never prominently. But things started to change in 2018. Fraser voiced Robot Man on Titans and on Doom Patrol. People took notice. This was the time people started asking whatever happened to Brendan Fraser, and around the time that news about the assault came out. Fraser also landed a role in the Batgirl movie that got scrapped. He got cast in Steven Soderbergh's 2021 film No Sud Move, and in January of 2021, it was announced that Fraser would lead Darren Aronofsky's The Whale, and wow did he lead. It premiered at the Venice Film Festival in September 2022 to universal critical acclaim and received a 6-minute standing ovation. He was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actor, but understandably chose not to attend the event. The role won him an Academy Award for Best Actor at the 95th Academy Awards. After the win, Fraser hugged it out with Ke Huy Quan, who won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in Everything Everywhere All at Once. A nice Encino Man reunion. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. I've added links in the description to a few articles that helped me make this video.